Yo, you know what's up. The time is now. Welcome to the Knowledge Factory, the hottest action interview show on the planet. I'm your host, Scotty O'Arnold, and today is a hot one. You don't want to go anywhere. Don't miss this. Stay tuned.
This is a level, a shorter level. Your way of thinking about life eternal. Another message, and you can test it. And the set that it's going global. It's just a chance for you to see that there's more than what you see. There's new life abundantly. Yeah, it's the Knowledge Factory.
Welcome back to the Knowledge Factory. You know, today's theme is about vision and passion. You know, creative people have vision, purpose, and passion. And the end result is what you see on the big and little screen. Today's guest is an awesome martial artist, awesome actor, just an all-around great guy, Mr. Richard Norton. You don't want to miss this. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Oh, help. Can you help me, please? I'm stuck.
I don't think that's a good idea. I have zero experience in lumberjacking.
Thank God you're here. Can you make some food? I've been stuck here for 6 days, and all I've had to eat are 2 pine cones.
Well, I'm not a nutritionist, so I wouldn't know what someone in your condition would...
Do something!
Do what? I'm not a zoologist.
There's a gun in the tent. Get the gun.
I don't have a license. I've never operated...
Look, just throw a rock or something.
I'm not a geologist. I don't know which one would be most effective.
Oh, I don't want to die. I don't even know if I'll get into heaven. Do you at least know how to get into heaven?
Well, actually, I'm a Christian, but I'm not a theologian, so I wouldn't really know what to say to you. But, you know, if you ever get out of here, you really should look into it.
Oh, he's coming! Run!
But I have no formal training in long-distance running.
Vision and passion is always activated when action is put to it. To all my great stunt men and stunt women, this is a tribute to you. Check this out. We just hit turbo boost on that one, didn't we? Stay tuned for more Knowledge Factory.
Courage. Some think it's that first dive into the deep end, stepping up to the plate with the game on the line, asking someone out, jumping out of an airplane, or running into a burning building. But there are subtler, quieter, and more powerful forms of courage. Courage is refusing to cheat even when you can get away with it. Going against the crowd even if it gets you laughed at. Standing up for the kid who everyone else is ripping. Doing what is right instead of what is cool. Spending your life on others instead of living for yourself. Fighting injustice no matter the cost. Risking your life to spread the gospel. Courage is doing the right thing even when it's the hard thing. Even if the entire planet is against you, courage stands strong, even if it stands alone.
And when I see Richard Norton, he can act.
Well, souvenired, he would have called it.
He can do comedy.
You're an accountant, right?
He can do serious. He knows the rhythm. The rhythm is for us is a very important. I fight with a lot of people. They really can fight. Boom, boom, bang, 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 bang.
Welcome back to the Knowledge Factory. I'm your host, Scotty O'Arnold. And today we are sitting with an amazing man, one of the best for me, Mr. Richard Norton. Richard, how are you?
Scotty, I'm very well. Good to be with you.
This is actually a dream of mine, sir, and I got to tell you, I've been wanting to meet you for a long time, and this is just awesome. Thank you for taking the time to sit with us and talk to us about what things are going on right now. What I'd like to start with is, I read where at 17 years old, you had already achieved black belt status, and you were a senior chief instructor to over 500 schools throughout the nation. Now, when did you actually start martial arts?
And by the way, just to correct that, it'd be a little older. When I became a chief instructor for Zendo Kai, I would have been around, let's see, what is it, 72? Yeah, no, they're probably close to right, 18, 19 years of age. Okay. We started those schools in 1970. I started martial arts at 11, and judo was what I started with. And one of the reasons for that is that that's pretty much all there was around. The only thing I remember being aware of, and I've often said this, it's on the back of comic books, you'd see ads for judo. Right. You know, defeat 5 opponents with a flick of a finger. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty interesting. And there was a kid that moved into a house opposite to where I lived in Croydon, which is a suburb of Melbourne. And he was disappearing 2 nights a week. And I said, hey, Morris, what's going on? Where are you going? We should be playing pool or whatever. And he was going to a judo class. And I was like, oh, wow, I want to do that. Right. So I went along and started doing judo and loved it. But I must say, I was so skinny and small as an 11-year-old that I was like one of those cartoon characters getting pitched from one end of the dojo to the other. So there was another gentleman named John Rowe who had also been learning karate out of a book, out of Masayama's book, Kyokushinkai. And he was showing me little bits and pieces, and I was very intrigued with that. Well, anyway, he suddenly one day at judo class said there's a karate school opening up a few miles from where I live. So we all went down and had a look. The gentleman's name was Tino Severano, and he introduced a style called Goju-Ryu into Australia. And I had a look at a very basic demonstration, and it just blew me away. And I looked at that and I said, that's what I want to do. I honestly believe 48 years later of being involved in this, that it was what I was meant to do with my life. It just had that mystical lure to it that I was just attracted to, just honestly, from the art point of view. Even as a young kid, I could understand the possible journey and what I was getting into.
It's such an awesome thing to hear that, because you're right. You hear so many people talk about, well, I got into it because, the bullies and so on and so forth. And a man of your status, a man of your rank, and just the ability that you have with the martial arts. I've watched you over and over and over again. I have tried to emulate a lot of your moves. I've studied martial arts with Master Philip Ree. And to hear, I just respect you so much more because of what you're saying about how you got into the martial arts. It wasn't this tough guy thing. And believe me, I know you can handle your own. And I know many people know that. And that is something that's so awesome to hear that, and to have that being shared with our audience. We do have a lot of kids that watch this show. We need to take a break, but would you stick around and come back and answer a few more questions for us, please?
Absolutely. And Scotty, when we come back, let me just expound on that just a little bit more, considering what you've just said, if we could. So yeah. We'll chat in a moment.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We'll be right back with more of the Knowledge Factory.
We need to talk.
You've done something wrong.
Okay.
I'm toast.
Now, I'm not upset.
I'm upset.
I'm just kind of surprised.
I'm a ticking time bomb of volcanic fury.
Because you forgot about yesterday? Because you are a moron of epic proportions.
Yesterday.
I'm toast.
Yesterday was the 15th anniversary of our first official date.
Oh, that's right, I remember.
I have no memory of that.
Do I need to get some flowers or something?
No. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. No.
Are you mad?
No. Yes. You'll remember next year.
I will.
I won't.
So how do you like the casserole?
It's a new flavor.
Tastes like the devil ate a skunk sandwich and vomited in my mouth.
That's my mom's favorite recipe. I grew up on that. Might as well slap my mother in the face.
Well, you know I would never do that. You know I think your mother's wonderful.
Actually, I think your mother's a...
So,
Want to have sex?
how was your day?
Want to have sex?
Exhausting.
Don't even think about it, you sex maniac.
Exhausting, huh?
Want to have sex?
Exhausting.
I'd rather rub broken glass in my eyes.
Do you want to cuddle?
Want to cuddle for 2 seconds, then have sex?
My head hurts.
You lay one finger on me and I'll beat you with this lamp, you filthy McNasty.
Okay. Good night.
How about now? You want to have sex now?